is Saturday, and so we are off for Christmas show jumping. Now, it is currently 7:30, we are leaving at 8:15. I have already been up at the horses for about 45 minutes, but it's only just now starting to get light enough that I can actually do a little bit of filming. Don't know how much you can hear me, it is very windy, so I've just fed the ponies and I'm off to make sure their new paddock fencing hasn't blown down in the wind before I take Melon up to wash his legs. He had a bath yesterday, so hopefully the rest of him's clean. I'll wash his legs and then start Christmasifying him. So like I say, my friend's coming to pick me up at 8:15 because my horse box is off the road, and yeah, we will be leaving shortly. But yeah. Oh, it's so dark. So we are all ready to go. Oh, he's just had a poo, but we are all ready to go. He won't be travelling in the turnout rug, that's just while we wait, because everything we do here is outside. So just to keep him dry, because we are getting the odd shower. So I'll be going down to the end of my track in a minute to meet the transport, so they don't have to drive up the narrow dirt track to come here, because it also makes turning around a bit tricky with my very dead horse box. So yeah, fingers crossed. So here we are with my first round of the day. As you can see, Melon is very Christmassy-fied, doing his best impression of a Christmas tree, and I have wings and a halo on, being the angel on top. So this is the 70 round. He was such a good boy in it, as he always is. So I felt he went really well, but looking back, I think I was a little bit too hesitant, a little bit too pulley with him. I know he liked to take in a deep shot, so that's always the shot I aim for with him, but I think realistically I should have ridden him more forwards. However, it wasn't a bad round, we went clear. So yeah, overall super happy with how I went. It was a really lovely course, really nice and flowing. Duchy is a really, really lovely venue. It's all indoors. Melon's not really been ridden indoors a lot recently, so it was quite nice for him to get around and come in. So there, we didn't have a very good canter transition. Like I say, it's all a little bit pulley from me. If I couldn't see there was a stride coming, I tended to give him a bit of a pull as opposed to ride him forwards. But overall, not a bad round, I don't think. Could have been a darn sight worse. This is the double, which he was never going to do in two. Like, he's 13-2, he has short legs. But yeah, now coming round this one, he fell out through the shoulder a little bit and lost the canter. But again, he was really honest. Really, really, really happy with him, all in all. And there's one more jump to go. And we had a lovely, lovely clear round. So we were through to the jump off. So normally our classes are single phase, so this is one of his first tries at a jump off. But overall, really, really pleased with him. As always, such a good little pony. Big pats for Melon. Always big pats, tell him what a good boy he is. So here we come into our jump off. So Melon isn't the fastest, but he can turn quite tight and he will jump from any angle and any direction, which really, really helps in these sort of situations. I always go in and say I'm not going to be competitive, and then I become very, very competitive. So we've been doing a lot of practicing on our tighter turns at home, and he is getting really, really good. As you can see, he's so honest. He just goes and he looks and he takes me. So here we go, and I was the only one to do this turn in the class. I did take it a little bit too tight. That was a lot tighter than I thought, but a lovely, lovely clear, and we did actually win this class, so super pleased with him. So now on to our 75 centimetre round. Melon was feeling a little bit tired by this point, but again, he rode really, really well. So a lot of the spreads had gone up, a couple of the fillers had gone in, and some of the planks had changed, but he's not spooky at all, so I'm never particularly worried about that with him. He will just jump. See there, I got really pulley, which I'm a little bit annoyed with myself with, because I just came in and I was like, there's no stride, I'm just going to pull. But apart from that, it wasn't too bad. We did unfortunately have a pole in this round, entirely my fault. Again, I came in a little bit too pulley. It was unfortunately the second to last jump, but apart from that, I was really, really happy with how he went. You know, he was jumping so well, and he's becoming so much more careful. Like, at the start of this year, there is no way we could have got round this without it becoming a bit of a cricket score. So it is the next jump he has down. You can't really see it. But I just saw a really close stride and gave him a pull when I shouldn't have done, really, and I just killed all his canter. And then this last stride, I overcorrected, rode for the long one, and Melon and I can't do that. And so chipped him, but he kept it up. But really, really, really pleased with him, pleased with how honest he is, and such a good boy. Hey guys, so we're just walking down now to turn Melon back out. He was such a good boy, as he always is. So he went clear in the 70 and in the 70 jump off, and we won. And then he did, we had one down in the 75, which was entirely my fault. I took a pull when I shouldn't have done, really, which is fine. So yeah, just going down to turn him out now. So really, really pleased with how he went. He did everything I asked. Not so pleased with my riding. I think I need to ride him forwards a bit more into my hand, because he felt quite forwards, but actually looking back at the videos, he looks less forwards than I thought. It's still a learning curve for both of us, so he rides very, very differently to how I used to ride a Kia, who would prefer to take a long stride. He much prefers to get it close if the stride isn't there. So I'm still having to learn to give him a little bit of a half halt, a little bit of a pull, and like get him in deep, as opposed to us, the long ones. Hopefully the long ones will come with time, as he gets a little bit more experience and knows what he's doing. But yeah, he's just going to go back down and join all his friends out in the field. Hopefully he's going to have a good time. There we go, just turned him out. You can see all his yellow cream, which is really great for him for mud fever prevention and for his mild CPL. And he's going, so the horses have just been turned out into the third field today. I did wonder if he was going to have a drink before he went, but obviously not. He knows exactly where he's going. So I'm now just going to walk down and go and make sure everyone else is still there and alive. But yeah, as I was saying, really, really, really happy with him. I need some riding lessons, which I knew. Just got to get him a bit more forward so he can come off his forehand a bit. Because yeah, he tends to, just with his build, he is quite heavy on the forehand. So it's about riding him forwards and then taking that pull and shortening him. Which, he's 5, he's learning. I'm still learning how to ride him. But he is so honest. I mean, you can see in the video, but some of the turns in the jump off were quite tight, especially to ask a 5-year-old. And because I get a little bit competitive, so you know, we did that. We also won the 70s best fancy dress, which is, you know, I'm really happy with. His fancy dress was I'm really, really pleased with. He looked really good and he jumped really, really well in it, so super, super pleased. But yeah, let's just go and make sure all the ponies are still alive. Hey ponies! So yeah, this is today's paddock. But yeah, and thankfully it stopped raining so you can see the beautiful view. But here we go. Hey Quee! So Akira and Kit Kat are still naked. Both need reclipping again. But it's not cold here yet, and even when it's wet, hi sweetie, then they don't really need it. They're also both a bit chunky, and they both have reasons why I don't want them too chunky. So Akira has Cushing's, and Kit Kat is A, young, and B, likely to be prone to laminitis with her type. Hey Zazu, you alright buddy? So those two are still naked. Zazu's in a lightweight, he's just in a sheet, and then both Melon and Ace are fully clipped, and so they're in 100 grams with necks. But again, that's all. Yeah, super, super pleased. Hey! And now his plaits, they've all got the bands out, they'll all come out, but they were very much hairsprayed in. Hi, sweetie! It'll be you next year. Take you out and do a bit. Zazu, can you not? But yeah, super pleased with everyone. So yeah, I've now got to go and sort out all my stuff. I just sort of dumped it. So I will go and do that, and I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Oh, Zazu. Bye!